Just want to let you know, if you have some light weights, I have these weighted balls. You can get cans of beans. Any kind of hand weights will be good. I would not go over 5 pounds. These are just 2 pounds. Maybe a block. Sofa cushion would be useful. And I like using a towel. That'll be really good to use too, with a little bit of tension on it. It gives you something, and everybody has towels. So that's how it goes. Take these off. Make sure my feet are in this. Are my feet in the picture? Yeah, okay, good. I can't see that. What time is it? All right, got a minute before we start. So let's get going. If you just joined, if you have some light weights, anything you have like up to 5 pounds, sometimes cans of beans make really good weights, a block, a smallish towel, something that you can hold slightly wider than shoulder width would be very useful. And then anything you have, if you have fancy stuff like a roller and or a Bosu ball, please use them. Most of you have taken my class, you know what they're for. All right, we're going to start feet hip width distance apart. See if you can lift the arches of your feet, and then close your eyes and just kind of focus on your posture. Where's your head in relation to your spine? Is your chin forward? Is your chin back? Can you line up your cervical spine and your head over the rest of your spine? And then lifting the arches of the feet, contracting thighs. Lift your pelvic floor up. Lift your rib cage away from your hips. And then activate around the waist, front, side, and back. Take your shoulders up to your ears, behind your ears, and down. And shoulders up, shoulders back, shoulders down. One more time, shoulders up, shoulders back, shoulders down. Keep all that, lift your toes, spread them wide, and then exhale, pull them under like you're trying to grab your mat. And again, spread your toes wide and pull them under. Spreading toes wide, pulling them under. Couple more, spreading toes, pulling under. Last time, spread your toes and pull them under. And then spread your toes wide, wiggle them around. And then try to place them down on your mat as wide as you can and as light as you can. I'm going to play a little bit with our balance and our tension system. So we learned this as toddlers. If you lean forward, your toes will grip and make sure you're not falling. And come back. And if you lean backwards, your toes will lift to make sure you're not falling backwards. And then all the front muscles will kick in here. Yeah, you don't have to do anything. Your body automatically knows how to do this. And then lean left a little bit. You notice that one foot will pronate, one will supinate, and then back to center, and then take it right. So this is where your body is a tension system, and all your little bungee cords are kicking in to make sure you're not falling over. All right, good. Take it in a circle. Go forward, go right, go left, back, and left. And again, forward, right, and back, and left, and forward. And then reverse that. Go left, and back, and right, and forward. Go left, go back, go right and forward, and then find center. Center is important, but having our brain understand where center is also very important. So this is called proprioception and a very important part of our life. Take your hands to your hips. So your index fingers will be on the front and your thumbs on the back. And for most of us, they should be level when our pelvis is neutral. Take an inhale here, and then on your exhale, tilt your hips forward and your index fingers will be lower than your thumbs. Inhaling back to neutral, and then tilt your hips back on your exhale. Index fingers will be higher than your thumbs. Inhaling to neutral and exhale, tilting forward. Inhaling to neutral, exhale, tilting back. Inhale to neutral, exhale, tilting forward. Inhale neutral, exhale, tilting back. Last time, inhale neutral, exhale, tilting forward. Inhale neutral and exhale, tilting back. Find neutral and then slide your palms up to the sides of your rib cage. So in Pilates, traditionally we exhale through the mouth, but since we have some virus going around our community, I'm going to work on exhaling through the nose and exhaling as deeply as possible. So take an inhale and fill your lungs with air. And then exhale. And exhale more. Lift pelvic floor at the bottom of your exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Exhale more. Inhale. Exhale. Exhale more. 3 more. Inhale. Exhale. And more. 2 more. Last one. Release the arms by your sides and open your eyes. All right, we're going to standing warm up. Take your arms forward, and if you have weights, grab them. Bend your knees. Open wide. Inhale tall, and then take your right leg back. Knee forward. Set it down. Open up. Inhale tall. Left leg back. Knee forward. Set it down. Open up. Right leg forward. Bend your knees. Set it down. Left leg forward. Make sure you're not leaning backwards here. Maybe bend your knee if you need to lean when you straighten that leg. Right leg to the side. Set it down. Left leg to the side. Set it down. Arms come down the side and forward and up. Right leg back. Arms out. Set it down. Left leg back. Arms out. Set it down. Right leg forward. Arms out. Set it down. Left leg forward. Arms out. Set it down. Right leg to the side. Arms out. Set it down. Left leg to the side. Arms out. Set it down. Arms down. And if you have weights in your hand, just set them down. We're going to do a little bit of moving through space exercise. So you will start out on your left leg. Take your right knee in front of you. Arms up. And then you're going to bend your left knee and just kind of like a gesture pose. You're just going to lean into that. And then take that right leg around in a big half circle and step back for a little curtsy. Arms back will be easier here because to come forward, you can use your arms to propel yourself. And I'm back into that starting position. Bring it back. Curtsy. Come up. Back. To curtsy. Up. And bend. Remember, arms back is the easier version of this. And then last two. And then just set it down. Good, shake it out. You might feel this a little bit in your left hip. And we're going to switch sides. So, shifting weight into your right leg. Arms up. Bend your right knee and just kind of cross your left leg loosely over your right leg. And then you're going to take a nice big half circle and a curtsy. Bring it up. And little bend. Bring it back. 6 more. Remembering that taking the arms back on the curtsy, whoo, that was slippery, makes it easier. Almost did the splits the other day. Stepping on something that was like loosely sitting around on the floor. 4 more. Three. Last 2. Last one. All right, shake it out. And we're going to do footwork. This is best done standing. And I'm going to do all the standing stuff first because I have to change the camera angle for all the floor stuff. So feet are parallel. And you're going to come up onto your toes, remembering that the ball of your big toe is important. So you're going to have weight there and set it down. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Externally rotate. Up you go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Parallel feet. We're going to come up to the tippy top and little pulses here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Set it down. Externally rotate. Up we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Set it down. Shake it out. All right. We are going to go on the floor and just bring yourself into a seated position. Okay, see here. I think that's got that. Okay, come to a seated position. Maybe you have a block between your thighs. Maybe a sofa cushion. Maybe you have nothing, and that's all right. But I want you to kind of focus a little bit on your inner thighs here. They'll help you anchor down. Take an inhale, reach into your arms. Exhaling, half roll back. Inhaling, abs in. Exhale, roll up. And inhale, be tall. Exhaling, half roll back. Inhaling, abs in. Exhale, roll up. And inhale, be tall. Exhale, roll back. Inhaling, abs in. Exhale, roll up. And inhale, sit tall. Adding on. Exhale, roll back. Inhale, take a twist right. Elbow back. Look at your elbow. Take it forward and come up. Exhale, roll back. Left arm back. Look at your arm. Take it forward and come up. Rolling back. Take a twist. Bring it forward and come up. Rolling back. Take a twist. Take it forward and come up. Adding on. Roll back. Twist and stay for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take it forward and up. Roll back. Back for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take it forward and up. Roll back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take it forward and up. Roll back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take it forward and up. Roll back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Forward and up. Last one here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Forward and up. Adding on, maybe leaving out the twist. Take your right leg up. Roll back. Maybe twist, maybe not. Take it forward and up. Left leg lifts. Right leg, roll back. Left leg. That's your last one here. Maybe keep your block. You're going to roll onto your back. Start out with a neutral spine here. And take your thumbs to your lower ribs and your fingertips onto the front of your hip bone here. And we'll do pelvic tilts. Inhale, tilt your hips forward. Exhale, draw your hips back. Inhaling, hips forward. Exhaling, hips back. Inhaling, hips forward. Exhaling, hips back. One more. Inhaling, hips forward and exhaling, hips back. Hold that. Knees over hips. Shins parallel to the floor. Slide your palms onto your lower abdomen. Just kind of visualize you have a little cup of tea here. You're not going to spill that as you tilt your hips and your legs forward and bring it back. Tilt forward and back. Tilt forward and back. Forward and back. 4 more. Tilt forward. Keep the back of your neck nice and long. Ideally, your chin and forehead are level with each other. 2 more. Last one. Neutral spine. Take your arms slightly away from your body. And we're going to do side bending. Right hip up towards your right ribs. And then bring it back up. Left hip up towards left ribs. And bring it back out. Right side. And out. Left side. Out. And right side. Left side. Right side. Left side. That was your last one. Back to neutral. Equal space in both sides of your waist. Knees stay parallel. Arms come a little higher. Palms up. Take an inhale here. Exhale. Legs go right. Back to center. Legs go left. Back to center. Legs go right. Back to center. Legs go left. Taking it right. And left. We're going to go slower. Take it over to the right in 3, 2, 1. Hold that. 3, 2, 1. Come on up. 3, 2, 1. Taking it left. 3, 2, 1. Holding that. 3, 2, 1. Come on up. 3, 2, 1. Taking it right. 3, 2, 1. Hold it. 3, 2, 1. Come on up. 3, 2, 1. Taking it left. 3, 2, 1. Hold. 3, 2, 1. Come on up. 3, 2, 1. Take the block out. Curl yourself into a little ball. Inhale, reach. Exhale, curl in. Inhale, extend. Exhale, curl it in. Inhale, reach. Exhale, curl in. Inhale, reach. Last one coming up. Exhale, curl in. Inhale, reach and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it in. Head and shoulders down. Roll your head from side to side. Ab prep is next. You can set your feet down. You can also have your feet in tabletop position if that feels good to you. Arms next to the ears. Bring the front ribs back so we're not popping up our rib cage here to support our arms. Maybe have your arms higher if you feel like you're arching your back. Take an inhale here. Exhale, curl in. Inhale down. Exhale, curl in. Inhale down. Exhale, curl up. So you can exhale through the nose or the mouth, whichever works better for you here. Last 4. And then hold. So this is going to be 100 breaths. Broaden your collarbones. You can bring one leg up, both legs up. Extend. Anything that works for you here. Here we go. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees in, head and shoulders down. Little circles with your sacrum. Switch your circles. Legs in tabletop position. Take an inhale here. Exhale, bring your hands behind your head and curl up. Inhale here. Exhale, left leg out. Left armpit towards right knee. And bring it back in. And right armpit towards the left knee. And bring it back in. Take it right. And then pay attention to where you're pointing your elbow. If you're using your neck muscles or your abdominal muscles here, that's all important stuff to pay attention to. Take a nice full exhale into it and an inhale out. One more right, one more left. Good. Bring your knees in, head and shoulders down. Little circles with your sacrum. We're going to do hip opening next. Take your legs straight up. So those of you with tight back lines, you might need to put something underneath your sacrum. So it could be a little cushion or a folded up towel. Some people put their palms facing down, hands under sacrum. Yeah. So a little posterior tilt makes this easier for some people. Point your toes, open into a straddle. Flex your feet, crisscross. Point and open, crisscross. Point and open, crisscross. Point and open, crisscross. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Flex and open, point and crisscross for 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Bend your knees and bring it in. Next is going to be frogs. And can we tilt the laptop camera just a tiny bit up, back, tiny bit? Yes, great, thank you. All right, so frogs is next. Start out with your legs in tabletop position. You're gonna open up your knees and then flex your feet. So it looks like this. I'm gonna go in this direction here so this is easier seen. So you're gonna take an inhale and bring your thighs towards your chest and then take it wide and push out. Heels together and bring it in. Open and push out. Heels together, bring it in. Open, push out. Heels together, bring it in. Open, push out. How low your legs go is really up to you and your back. So you need to make a wise decision. It could be much higher. 2 more. Good. Stay here. Knees in, heels together, press out. Open. Knees in, heels together, press out. Open. Knees in, heels together, press out. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And I'm bringing knees in. Little circles with your sacrum. And toe dips are next. So this is where you can grab your weights again, and you have one in each hand, or you can use a towel, give yourself a little bit of tension if you don't have any cans of beans or weights in your household. So take an inhale here, low back is in neutral and it stays in neutral. And exhale, tap your right toes down and arms come up and over. And then bring it back to starting position. And left toe. So if you have weights, you can bring your arms all the way down to the mat. The towel just gets stuck with the legs there. And find a breath that works to you. So I exhale into this and I inhale, come out. But if inhaling works better for you, go ahead and do that. Just be aware of your breath. That's the most important part. Two more each side. One more each side. Good. Set that towel or your weights down. Set your feet down. Make your feet as wide as the mat. If you don't have a mat, just a little wider than your hips is good here. And then windshield wipe your legs. And next time your legs go left, stay left. And then walk your right foot further right. So you have an internally rotated right leg and an externally rotated left leg. You'll notice that your low back will move away from the mat because you're lengthening your psoas. So kind of drop your hip back and make that all heavy. activate around the waist. So now we have that right psoas nice and long. Take your right hand behind your head lightly and lift your head and chest off the floor. So your shoulder blades ideally are not on the floor now. Left hand onto your TFL, that's this little muscle here, and you're going to slide your fingertips towards the outer edge of your right knee for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and reaching for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release it down. Good. Bring that right foot in, windshield wiper, and then you're going to take it over to the right. So you're going to externally rotate that right femur, internally rotate your left femur, walk your left foot further left, and then drop back your left hip and activate through your core. So this isolates all the work into your deep abdominal muscles because your psoas is long. Yeah, it cannot help out here. And you're going to take your left hand behind your head, curl up, right hand onto your TFL. If anybody wants to bring their ankle onto that thigh, you can. And here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then come up little pulses. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release it down. Bring your left foot back onto the mat. Windshield wipe your legs from side to side. Hip rolls are next. If you have a block, stick it between your thighs. Walk your heels in. If you have one of those short rollers, put your feet on that. It's going to be a lot harder than what I'm doing here. Yeah. So if you need more load, you want to work harder, please go right ahead and do that. Fingertips towards heels. Take an inhale, prepare. Exhale, drop your hips back so you're flattening into your low back, and then hover your sacrum 1 inch off the floor. So I'm just barely off the floor here, and my hips are dropped back. So I'm creating this hammock here. Relax your toes. They have nothing to do with this. And then next inhale, roll all the way to the top of your bridge and get long. So it's like a straight line from knees to your shoulders here. Squeeze into your low glutes. That's the stuff here. Activate your heels towards your shoulders and squeeze your block. 3 more breaths here. And then roll it back to that hover, barely off the floor with your sacrum. It's like this is a little lake here, a little puddle. For 5, 4, still activating heels back, still squeezing the block. 3, 2, and 1. Roll back up to the top, getting long in your waist. Sending your knees forward, sending your hips forward, activating your heels back like you're trying to drag them towards your shoulders. Squeeze whatever you have between your thighs for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Roll back to the hover. Hold your hover for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Roll back up to the very top for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and then roll it all the way down. We're going to add on now. You have the option, if you have a block, or keep your roller if you own a roller, to stick that underneath your right foot. Now bring your left leg straight up. We're going to take an inhale and roll into that bridge, and then exhale, lower your left leg in line with your right leg or even lower. lift it up, and exhale, roll through your spine. Inhale, roll up. Exhale, lower your leg. Inhale, lift your leg, and exhale, roll down. Inhale, rolling up. Exhale, lower your leg. Inhale, lift your leg, and exhale, roll down. 2 more. Inhale, roll up. Exhale, lower your leg. Inhale, lift your leg. Exhale, roll down. And 1 more. Inhale, roll up. Exhale, lower your leg. Inhale, lift your leg. Stay here. Take your left ankle across your right thigh. Now, your goal is that when you go up and down, do not wibble wobble your hips from side to side. So you're going to squeeze up and then lower to the hover. Roll up, squeeze, and back to the hover. Roll up, squeeze, and back to the hover. You have 7 more. And roll up and squeeze, and to the hover. 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 4 more. And 4, squeeze and hover. And 3, squeeze and hover. 2, and squeeze and hover. Last one. And all the way down. Good. You're going to slide that block over underneath your left foot. And then take your right leg straight up. Oh, that feels like a vacation for those right hamstrings. And inhale, roll up. Exhale, lower your leg. What if the block is too much work? Just set your foot on the mat. What if you don't have a block? Lucky you. Roll down and up and down. 3 more. Roll up to the spine. Lower that leg. Lift the leg. Roll to the spine. 2 more. Roll up. Lower your leg. Lift your leg. Roll to the spine. Last one. Roll up. Lower the leg. Lift the leg and stay. Right ankle across your left thigh. Lift, squeeze, and then down to the hover. For 9, squeeze, and to the hover. 8, squeeze, and to the hover. 7, squeeze, and hover. 6, squeeze, hover. 5, squeeze, hover. 4, squeeze, hover. 3, hover. 2, and last one, up and down. Set that block aside and hug your knees in towards your shoulders. Clasp your hands and just let that go for a moment. Flatten your low back to the mat. All right, we have single leg circles next. And for that, starting out with the right leg, set your left foot down and bring your right leg straight up. So if your hamstrings are pretty tight, it's easier to keep that left foot flat on the floor and your left knee bent. If you can extend your leg and keep your right leg straight-ish, then go ahead and do that. Create some space in your right waist, sliding that hip down, making sure that your left hip and right hip are parallel with each other. And then set the head of your femur down in your hip socket a little bit. Right knee is pointing at your shoulder, not your chest. So there's a mini external rotation. Actively reach into your toes. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reverse. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Reach into your leg, just the ankle. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Reversing that. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hug that knee in.
Hug it slightly across the midline. Open it to the side. This is just like pigeon pose, just on your back. Make sure your ankle is nice and straight. I usually wrap my fingers around the outer edge of my heel, or wrap them across the top of the foot to make sure that ankle doesn't invert. And then bounce a little bit into the soft edge of that piriformis stretch. And then let it go. Set your right foot down and bring your left leg up. Up to you what you want to do with that right leg. Make it so you can really focus on your left leg. So it needs to be controlled. Hands on hips. Make some space in your left waist and in your left hip socket. And then single leg circles. Everything else is still for 10, 9. So this is core work. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Reversing that. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Ankle only. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Reversing that. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hug that knee in. Hug it across the midline. And then slowly open it to the side. Once you're here, you can rock it a little bit. You can bounce a little bit into the edge. Maybe draw small circles with your left knee. Just kind of feel the femur in your hip socket and how that affects the muscles around your hip. Good. All right, and then set that down. Roll onto your right side. You can come all the way down. I will not because I have this thing on my head. So you're going to line up your right knee and your right shin with the front edge off your mat, and you're going to actively reach into that left leg. You want to try to keep your spine very parallel to the floor, so you're not dumping your right ribs into the mat here. And then actively reach, tap and lift, tap and lift, tap and lift, tap and lift. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Reach into the heel. It's like you're turning a doorknob. Externally rotate, internally rotate for 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take that leg forward on the diagonal. Just tap the thighs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Reach. Externally rotate, internally rotate. Six, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Bend your knee. Roll onto your back. Take your left thigh over your right thigh and hug it in. And then keep your legs the way they are. Bring your hands behind your head. Inhale here. Exhale. Curl it in, nose towards knee, but make sure you're not doing this with your neck. And then down and tap your right big toe to the mat and curl it in. And tap. Curl it in. Tap. Curl it in. Tap. Curl in. Tap. Curl in. Tap. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Set your right foot down. Slide your hips a little further left. Take your arms out to the sides, maybe in goalpost position, and take a twist right. Left leg on top. And that gives you a nice stretch right here across your lower part of your glute maximus. And then slowly come out of that twist. And work your way onto your left side, which for me means rolling all the way over. Starting out, left knee and shin lined up with the front edge of the mat and reaching into that right leg very actively. Left waist is super light, so your spine is parallel to the mat and not dropping towards the mat here. And you can use your hand to support yourself, or I just use my hand to push my hip back here. And then tap down and lift for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Reach into that heel and then externally rotate, internally rotate for 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take it forward on the diagonal. Tap and lift. Tap and lift. For 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, a little higher stand, 12, 13, yes, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Reach, externally rotate, internally rotate for 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Bend that knee. Roll onto your back. Right thigh over left. And hug it in. And just feel that tension in your right hip dissipating as you breathe. And then We're going to bring our hands behind our head. Making sure you're not doing this work with your neck or your arms. You're going to do this work with your core. You're going to curl in and maybe nose to knee, and then inhale, tap your left big toe down and curl it in and down for 8 and down, 7, down, very light behind the head. You're not pushing your head to your knee. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and set it down. Arms out, maybe into goalpost position, and scoot your hips right, release your legs left. And again, just breathe into that stretch. And then from here, you're going to roll yourself onto your belly. So I'm going to go to back extensions. But you might have noticed if you come to my class regularly that something was missing today, and that was the planks, because they're about to happen. So we are going to put a knot in that shirt so it's not all over the place, and start out in Sphinx. So you're going to have your elbows underneath your shoulders and then get nice and long in your spine. Instead of dropping your hips forward, you're going to get a little space here between the front of your hip and the mat. Long, long spine, crown of the head forward, sternum forward, and then we are going to bring this into a plank. So option A, this is going to be a plank on your knees. Option B, toes curled under. Yeah. And then we're going to lift that right leg. Little kicks, point, flex, point, flex, point, flex. Set it down. Left leg, point, flex, point, flex, point, flex. Set it down. Knees down. Come back through to your back extension. Lengthen through your spine. Okay, 2 more breaths here. This next one will be different. Come back to your plank. So you can be on knees or toes curled under. Okay, and then I'm going to take it into a side plank, but keep your elbow down. Look forward. Now, if you have your knees off the floor, dip your hips, lift your hips. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back to center, knees down, all the way down through the Sphinx. Long spine. Crown of the head forward. And you knew it. There's going to be one more. And this one's going to be in the other direction. So come back to your plank. You could be on knees and just come up, roll onto your side and hold that. Or you can keep your elbows down and look forward. Or toes curled under. Roll onto the outer edge of one foot, the inner edge of the other foot. Then look forward and then just dip hip and lift. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back to center, knees down, lower down. This time all the way down. Take an ear to the mat, relax. All right, this will be a little easier. You're going to grab something near you. It could be your sofa cushion you had. Hopefully it wasn't too big. A block, a little something, or you can just pretend you have something in your arms. It's going to be on your low back. Roll your shoulders open, tops of the toes down, kneecaps off the floor. Pass it forward, pass it back. Pass it forward, pass it back. Pass it forward, pass it back. For 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Reversing. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Really sit down, take an ear to the mat, relax everything. Maybe bend your knees and windshield wipe your legs. And then from here, slowly push yourself up onto all fours. Give yourself just an easy cow and an easy cat. And then come to seated position. This is going to be mermaid. It's pretty simple. You're going to take an internal rotation with your right leg and an external rotation with your left leg. So your left foot will be by your right thigh. If you know that your hips are tight, you're going to sit on something. That block is too high. Have a blanket or a towel that you can sit on. Yeah. And the hip you want to elevate is your left hip here. Yeah, to level things up. All right, so right hand by your right leg, reach your left arm up, and then a little side stretch, and come right out again. And again, side stretch, and right out again. Scoot back so you can see me better. And side stretch, and out. Can we tip the camera back or scoot this thing back? But yeah, and thank you. All right, now we're gonna bounce it. Ready? You're gonna come in and little bounces. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and out. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and out. And again, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and out. And this time take a twist right. And I come out of that. And we're going to swing our legs around to the left. So left leg internally rotate, right leg externally rotate. You can elevate your right hip if that helps you square things out. And then just very simple, right arm comes up and over and back out. So we're going to just try this on for size a few times, up and over and down. And again, up and over and down. Up and over and down. My husband's struggling with the exercise. Up and over and down. And this time we stay little pulses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and down. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and down. Just sit cross-legged if that works better for you. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and down. Last one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then take a twist left, sitting tall. And then slowly come out of this. Sit just cross-legged. So much easier, right? Use a blanket if you need to elevate your hips because this external rotation is not easy for a lot of people. Okay. Take an inhale, reach up, stretch yourself long, and then interlace your fingers, turn your palms up.
Think of something that makes you feel happy right now. Turn your palms around, give yourself some happiness confetti for the rest of your day.